Today we are concluding the Global Health Series, and we are on series number 25. My name is Professor Silvanus Okeke. Remember, this is courtesy of World Health Organization 2014. And the issues we've been dealing with is on health prevention. Today we are concluding life expectancy country by country. We are treating the very last countries in the world and the number of years people stay compared to some other countries where people live longer. In other words, today we are treating number 211 to 223. Those are the last countries. And you discover that it's very unfortunate that some people who live for 86 years, as in Monaco, or 79 years as in United States, and some other ones are living just 52 years before they die, as in Lesotho or Nigeria or some of these African countries. Today we are ending life expectancy country by country, and the first country we are going to talk about is Lesotho. Lesotho has a life expectancy of 52.65 years, and among countries of the world, Lesotho is number 211. Nigeria is number 212 among countries in the world, and it has a life expectancy of 52.62. Mozambique has a life expectancy of 52.60 and is number 213 in the world. So that's bringing the whole thing to an end. Gabon is number 214 among countries in the globe, and the life expectancy in Gabon is 52.06 years. Number 215 is Namibia. Namibia has a life expectancy of 51.85 years. 216 is Zambia. Zambia has a life expectancy of 51.83 years. 217 is Somalia, and Somalia has a life expectancy of 51.58 years. 218 among countries in the world is Central African Republic. Central African Republic, CAR, has a life expectancy of 51.35 years. Number 219 is Swaziland, and Swaziland has a life expectancy of 50.54 years. Afghanistan has a life expectancy of 50.49 years, and among countries in the world, the number is 220. 221 is Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau has a life expectancy of 49.84 years. South Africa is number 222, and it has a life expectancy of 49.56 years. Chad has a life expectancy of 49.44 years, and Chad is about the last, 223. It's very unfortunate when you look at countries like South Africa with 49 years, or Chad with 49 years, and you compare that with Monaco, which has 86 years, or United States with 79 years. So I'm trying to say that there are things we could do to help these people live longer. And among these things are the social determinants of health. The first of them is social environment. The environment people are born is very, very important. The World Health Organization, therefore, is emphasizing that the social environment should be conducive for people to live so that they can live longer. The social environment is very important, and even networking between people and people, between tribe and tribe, between race and race. When the social environment is favorable, people live longer, as you have in Norway, Sweden, Netherlands, and some of these other countries. Then the physical environment is also very important. The physical environment where we are born, the kind of buildings we have within the environment, the kind of structures, the trees, the green kind of environment that is conducive to health is very important for people to live longer. I urge policymakers in Gabon, Namibia, Nigeria, South Africa, and Chad to work on some of these issues. There is need also to end health disparity in different countries. Do not treat people because of their tribe, do not treat people because of their race or because of the socioeconomic status. Some people are poor, but you still need to provide them health insurance or health delivery that is conducive for them to live longer. So we need to end health disparity in order to allow people to live longer. National prevention of health is also important. Almost all these countries, from Lesotho, Nigeria, Mozambique, Gabon, Namibia, Zambia, they need to pay attention to national prevention of health. Let there be prevention being trumpeted here and there. They should produce more professionals in public health and the medical area to take charge of these issues that will help people live longer. There is also the question of health promotion and strategy among social determinants of health. When health is promoted, when there are strategies to allow communities to buy into promoting health, then it will be necessary to do that in those kind of cities and in those kind of environments so that people can live longer. So there is need for health promotion in all these various countries. Then the resources and quality of life in an environment is very important. A lot of African countries are well endowed with mineral resources. They have a lot of things that give them money. Gold in Ghana, oil in Nigeria, diamond in Sierra Leone, and so on and so forth. Yet the wealth coming from these countries are not utilized on the people, but you see the so-called leaders stealing the money and carrying them away. There is need for the resources of a country to be used in helping the people to live good quality life so that they can live longer and be able to really match those of developed countries. Finally, number 7 in social determinant is the healthcare policies. The healthcare policies of countries need to change. A few years back in the United States, 49 million people were uninsured. But today, with Obamacare, you have almost everyone insured. And with that, the healthcare delivery policy could be said to have a very big advantage, and people are living longer. So why not we do the same in some of these other countries? The healthcare policies should be revamped. Some of them should be looked at. The leaders need to do something. Healthcare delivery in Lesotho, Gabon, Zambia, Somalia, Swaziland, South Africa need to change so that people will live longer. These are some of the things we need to do as people in order to live a very healthy life. Today we come to the end of life expectancy country by country. Global Health Series will continue, but this time around we may be comparing countries, country by country, so that we see how some of these countries are performing in terms of healthcare delivery and why some of them are better than other countries. We will continue with Global Health Series number 26, and that will be on comparison of country by country. So today we come to the end of this series. Thank you and goodbye.